All right. Look. Looks like we are live. I love it. Welcome,
All right.
everybody. Look, Louisiana. We've got people tuning in from all
Welcome,
over
everyone.
tonight, Jana.
All right, super excited. Thank you, Melissa. And yes, we are live. I'm Jana Bullard from your On My Way team, and we're so excited here to be with you tonight to share this information around how you can just elevate your life in general with the GLP-X revolution. And so Melissa is going to get us up a beautiful presentation, and then we're actually going to take you through some visuals that you can take a look at. We've got some testimonies for you to hear. We've got some prizes for participating. And so a little bit about me, I'm Jana Bullard, and I'm one of the owners and leaders here on this page. And I've actually been with the company for 9 years. I am 55 years old, and I will tell you, I have never seen anything like the conversation that is going on in the GLP-1 space. And so we're going to be sharing some of those things tonight with you, and we're going to be talking about that. And so that you have ideas and ways that you can achieve either wellness, weight loss, so many different things that is so important. And so as we get started, first of all, I always say you're watching live from Memorex, but let's see, where are you watching from? Are you tuning in from Texas? Are you some of our friends from California? Where are you tuning in for and all that good kind of stuff? If you're a guest, let us know that you're a guest. If you are a partner, let us know. And thank you so much for your willingness. I always say your story can be the key that unlocks somebody's prison. And that's because the only way for people to find a healthy, natural option for their weight loss and their wellness is through somebody sharing. And so let's go ahead and get this party started and think about, is this possibly you? And this is going to be one of those participatory things where we're going to be looking to give away some prizes. Melissa's going to be looking behind the scene, and we'll get some people tagged, and we'll look both on Zoom and as well on my way on Facebook. And so when you think about, let's get that, there it is. So when you think about, and I want you to think about more than just weight. I want you to think about, are you constantly hungry? Think about you never feel full. Noise chatter means you want to eat when there's absolutely no reason for eating right now. Okay. Bloating, y'all, that is not always just somebody that needs to lose weight. I had a girl at our sip and see in Lubbock the other night. She's tiny, y'all, and she says the Gut Collective has changed her life. And so when you think about these things, drop in the chat, drop on the page. When you think about holding that mirror up to you, you go, okay, well, there's me, there's me. And if you drop all, just go ahead and put SOS and we'll know you meant all of them. And so you are not alone. You are absolutely not alone, because as you know, even when you are looking to the left and the right of you, when you're out in town or when you're at church or when you're at a ball game or when you're on vacation, you can see the same thing that the World Health Organization has identified to be an epidemic in America, is what I'm going to call it. Okay. And so as you think about that, we know that we've got an overweight issue in America. We know that we've got an obesity weight issue in America. And it's only growing, y'all. And what I will tell you, and I was sharing this with a new girl, that she just got started. She just got her kit yesterday, and she may even be watching. Hey, Tanya, if you're watching, we were talking a lot about this. I feel like I see more of this even since the big P word that hit us about 4 years ago, almost on the dot. You know what I mean? That we stayed home, we worked from home, day eating and day drinking became a real thing, and so we're only perpetuating this, which also leads to the fact that our insides, our organs, our gut, which is where illness comes from, it's where so much of this comes from, is only getting worse. Okay. So let's talk about what we have seen in the last year or so. And I said something about it earlier. I said GLP-1 is the biggest topic that I've seen in my life, not in my 9 years here, not in the last year. This has been the biggest thing I've seen in my whole life. And it's because Big Pharma has an option for people to take diabetic meds, and the side effects is you lose weight. And so there's been a lot of people doing that. And what that says is people are willing to do anything to lose weight, even things that may not be the best for their body. And so it's exploded. And It's all the rage, it's all the talk. And we are the first to market to have an option that is natural and safe. And we're going to talk about that tonight. And then the fact that, y'all, we've been getting weight loss for 14 years. We're a 14-year debt-free company. We've got people that have lost over 200 pounds eating real food, taking plant-based supplements. And then we've also got thin people that can't sleep at night or have hot flashes in menopause that have started and have found great success. And so we've been winning in this space for years. That's why I said, let's elevate your results using GLP-X and really understanding the power of the products, how they work together, because this is only an exploding market. And so what's unique about this? No one has it and no one can make it. We got naming rights. One, a lot of what's in this product is trademarked to us. And then Aramin, which is one of the biggest factor that's leading to such great results, is like we've got the naming rights to it, y'all. Like this is huge. And I'm going to talk a little bit about, if you don't know, we sold a 6-month supply in 17 days. And that includes kits, small bundles, individuals. We sold it. Now we protected our March and April subscribers because they are the VIPs. They had said, I am putting this on. This is something I want to come to my house. I don't want my hair appointment or my nail appointment or my tire flat before I go to work. Stop, my GLP-X coming. I want to add it to those very vital things that I had on my optional subscription already. And so they got that, but y'all, we've been in a pre-order now for a while. So let's talk about what would cause this to be such a big deal is the fact that no one has this. We are truly first to market. And when we sold out, we've gotten the pre-sales out faster. And there's only a few reasons we can do that. It's because we are different. Our company's different. Everything about us is different. So I'm going to talk a little bit more about that in a minute, but let's keep talking about the power of this product and the trials. And so we actually have clinical trials, the only clinical trials on Aramin. And I may not be pronouncing that right, but y'all, I'm from West Texas. What you get is what you get, okay? So it's like parents say, you get what you get and don't throw a fit. Hopefully you're flowing with me and you go, well, I don't know how to pronounce that either. So you're just fine, Jenna. Anyway, so y'all, that's what we ran the clinical trials on. And in the clinical trials, we did show things such as blood sugar being drastically reduced. And y'all, when your blood sugar is off, and that can be somebody that's got a weight problem, and that can be somebody that's thinner. When your blood sugar is off, it is damaging your organs, really getting to that kidney and that heart and those veins, things that are crucial to you. Okay, so blood sugar is huge. And I said, if you look to the right and you look to the left, you see some people that you believe they might want to lose a little weight. What you can't see is what their blood sugar is doing. And so many people are actually pre-diabetic. They don't know it. They don't want to know it. They're trying to avoid it, or they're assuming just because they feel okay that 60 pounds is not hurting them. When our blood sugar is off, it's actually damaging our organs. So we saw a great increase in what we can do. So one of the great things about our products is we're enhancing what your organs do. We are building that versus tearing it down. And through overuse of pharmaceuticals, overuse of processed foods, we've done a lot of damage to our bodies. And that's why we talk so much about the gut. Y'all, GLP-1 is an intestinal hormone that God gave us that we've diminished or killed because of those things. So when we went to the clinical trials, they were a 90-day clinical trial, and we saw great reduction in things like that. We saw help with inflammatory issues. We saw energy. We have electrolyte balancing going on. We saw things like this. We saw kidney function and bloating. We saw these things being helped. Heavy focus on blood sugar and redirecting those pre-diabetics. I'm not talking type 1, I'm talking type 2, of course. And we saw that going the right direction, the direction that you would want it to for your longevity. What led to the sell out so quickly is that when people got this in their hands, remember, this is untapped. Nobody has it. No one can make it. And there's a lot of people that, y'all, they don't want a pharmaceutical. They don't want a shot. They don't want the side effects. The nausea and vomiting does not sound good to them. The diarrhea sounds bad to them. The not eating and losing their hair does not sound good to them. So we may have seen a boom in the amount of people that did that, but there's more people that don't want to. And there's a lot of people wanting to come off of it, so forth and so on, or people that have tried it. Now, let me say, no matter what you've done in that space, we respect that decision. I by no means am saying that. And if you are in that space, you want to look at these gut products, you want to look at these because that's where you're hit the hardest when you're taking things like that is the gut. The gut, your protein, your muscles, and your digestion, because it's kind of a starvation situation. So I would encourage you to look at our products, even if that has been something that you feel like is working out really well for you, because we want you to age well. The other thing is when your blood sugar's off, y'all, it pushes your aging. You age faster. Who's up for aging faster? None of us. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're male or female. I don't care how tall you are. You are not going, I want to look older faster. Yay, me. No, that's only a 14 and 15-year-old because they want to be grown. They don't know what adulting looks like. And so because it's cost effective, because there is such a need for it, and you don't have to go to the doctor and you don't have to take off work because of how you felt today, there's been an absolute explosion of that. And when people got, so just a quick history on the day that we got it. We had a great launch, biggest launch ever, okay? No shock. Nobody has this product. It's the biggest thing I've seen in 55 years. When people got it in their hands, they saw results, they saw changes faster than our clinical trials showed. They bought more, they told their friends, and their friends bought, okay? We sold out 17 days. Fast forward, we brought back, I think in 18 days, we brought it back to pre-sale. Y'all, we've sold more in pre-sale, and we're still in pre-sale. We have shipped all of March. We're still in pre-sale. We have sold more when you can't get it today. You're going to go on the waiting list, and it's coming as fast as it can, than we did when you could get it tomorrow. What does that say? Well, we're going to let you hear from a couple of people that have been on the product, and then you'll understand the rest of that story. So first of all, I'm going to start with Lorraine. She's never done this before. So big round of applause, first of all. And I meant to be able to get both of their pictures, her and I think it's Lindsay, and we neglected to get those in the slideshow and stuff. But wonderful, wonderful story. And so if you will unmute yourself and talk to us a little bit about when you started GLP-X, what difference did you see, and what products do you take with that? Like, kind of give us the whole skinny on you, and give it up for Lorraine from California.
Thank you, Jana. Like I said, I'm nervous. This is my first time doing it, but this is too good to not share. And I say that because I just recommitted myself to the supplements in January. I was always taking the wellness products, the advanced omega, all those are my favorite. I've always taken those. But when it came to weight loss, I had to take a little bit of a break. So in February, when we launched GLP-X, I ordered and my results were amazing. Just the fact that I'm consuming less food than I ever have. I mean, my husband and I went out to eat and he looked at me and said, "That's it? That's all you're eating?" And I said, "Yeah, that's it." And it's just been so easy to add to the wonderful supplements that I'm already taking. The first thing that I noticed was inflammation. That decreased instantly. So the inflammation went away, as well as the decrease in appetite. So I'm able to slow down and make better conscious decisions on what I'm going to eat for the day. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm coming up on day 60. I'll be weighing and measuring in just a few days. 20 pounds was where I was at day 30. So I'm excited to see where I'm at day 60.
Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for that. I'm so excited for you. And I was going, okay, you are going to like give some of those results because they're outstanding. So thank you so much for sharing that. I think you nailed it. Like that was perfect. I mean, it sounds like you talk about this all the time, but you do talk about it all the time. I know you're a partner and you've helped other friends get started. And so thank you so much for sharing your story. It was super helpful. And I'll just, before I toss it over to Melissa, because she's got a wonderful guest as well to speak, I'll just tell you that Lorraine's got some health issues, y'all. She's got some things. And so that go on, which is one reason why there was that little bit of a hiatus. And And I know her because she's like I hear from her often. She's on the team and we collaborate and we support people, okay? No one's in this by themselves. And so that's even a bigger deal because remember what I said about the gut and everything that's going on in America? What if we could keep people from getting to the point that they need to redirect their health? And so I'm so proud of you. You rocked it. And so Melissa, I know you've got a friend on as well.
Yes, I do. And I can't wait for Lindsay to share her testimony. But just a little bit about what I've experienced with these amazing products. I've actually been about a part of this now almost 10 years. And not only has it helped me so much with just my overall energy, with feeling better, building my immune system, anti-aging. Of course, I did lose weight and I've been able to keep it off. But that's what I've loved about this. This is for if you're wanting the long-term health, if you're wanting the short-term results, this is what we can do for you. And so I'm excited to share my friend Lindsay and her results. Lindsay has just really had a great results, not only using our products, but I wanted to tell you about her journey because she's watched me for a long time. We were childhood friends and have known each other. Actually, I think I've known Lindsay since probably she was born. She is a little younger than me. But I want her to share a little bit about her experiences as she's watched me, and then also my sister-in-law, Dina, who uses these products. She's watched our journeys and why she started her own journey. So, Lindsay, are you there?
Hi, Jana, Melissa. Hi, everybody else. I'm so glad to be here to share my story. As Melissa shared, I'm kind of a newbie with Singular. So I'm going to give you a little history, kind of about where I started. I actually really love fitness and exercise. So it's something I have kind of committed to throughout my life. However, during COVID, I really let myself go. I don't know if anyone else can relate to that. And I really wasn't happy with myself. So in 2021, I decided to get back into my fitness regimen. I started working out. I started counting my macros. I had some progress and I was feeling better about myself, but I eventually hit a plateau. And I was really stressed out about counting macros and really having to watch everything that was going into my system and tracking it. It was really cumbersome. So I ended up kind of feeling really frustrated. So I decided to ramp up my exercise routine to kind of reinvigorate myself. And I thought, well, surely this is going to get me out of my slump and my weight plateau. And so I started doing some high intensity interval training. And I committed to doing that 4 to 5 times a week. And I did that for a full year. You guys, I did a scan a year later. I gained weight. Like, who wants to be working really hard and gaining weight? I was so disappointed and I was so frustrated. And I really just wanted to give up doing all of that. But fortunately, I have my wonderful friend, Dina Morris. We were doing BSF together. Her and I both turned 40 last year. I hope you're okay with me sharing that, Dina. And so we were sharing stories about different health challenges we were experiencing at that time. The different doctor's appointments you have to go to, how our hormones were doing, our metabolism, all of these things that we struggle with. And I really realized there was a lot more going on in my system that needed to be addressed before my body was going to lose weight. Now, I've watched Melissa for several years. I've watched Dina have huge success with this program. But honestly, I was really skeptical. I thought for years I could do it on my own. I should be able to do this. I'm doing what everybody's telling me I should do. And unfortunately, I wasn't successful. So I jumped in head first with Dina at the very end of February. I started my program March 1st. And I did kind of a 45-day weigh-in. I've lost 10 pounds and 11 and a half inches. Now, you guys have to remember, I was on this other program. So I was measuring myself. I was weighing myself. I have all this data from 3 years showing that I wasn't making the progress I wanted to. And so the program I'm doing is the X Plus bundle with the GLP-X. And I'll tell you, the GLP-X will be a staple in my regimen going forward. I really think it's helped, like Jana was saying, with that food chatter in your head. I was always thinking about food. I never felt full. And now I struggle to finish meals at restaurants, right? These big portions that we're given. I really can't even finish them. And I think probably the best non-scale victory for me too has also been the amount of energy I have now. And it stays steady throughout the day. I think that was something that I gained from these products I was not expecting. And I think ultimately it just has boosted my confidence. I feel really great about the progress I'm making. I feel really great about connecting with other people, and like want to scream from the rooftops. Just walking around town, I just want to like grab people's hands and say, like, I know you're struggling. I can help you. So if you're hesitant and skeptical, I relate to you, but trust me, it's worth jumping into. I'm sure you can have success like so many of us have. So thank you guys for having me share my story.
Well, thank you so much, Lindsay. And yes, you guys, she is completely right. And that's why you're probably sitting here like, okay, I've seen these stories. I've been on this page, or maybe you're just invited to this page, but maybe you've seen some of these stories. You've read through what we have been sharing. And now you're like, okay, what do I do to get started? How do I get started? So I'm going to share that with you now. We have our GLP-X is still on pre-order, just like Jana said, but they are stocking back up. We have started shipping for people that have placed pre-orders in March. We will be fulfilling those April orders right around the corner. And then we are going to have plenty available. But what we really want you to do is we see the success for people long-term when they honestly put these together. Just like Lindsay said, most of the time your body has to address more than one area. And that's right. Whenever you even go and you're talking with somebody professionally, generally, when you're talking about your health, it's not just a band-aid, one little thing. It has to address a number of areas. And so we have some options for you. We really feel like these are the best 4 options. Our immediate results bundles are going to be your option 3 and 4. They're going to give you those immediate results because you're going to feel the difference utilizing the other products along with our GLP-X. Now, is our GLP-X product fantastic? Yes, it is. But we also want to help your body in some of those other areas. And so we want you to see that there's so many benefits with elevating your progress by combining some of these products together. And so we have your option 1, your option 2, your option 3, and your option 4. And you're like, okay, I'm ready to get started. So now you need to tag the word info if you don't know who invited you here, okay? But if you do know who gave you this link or who tagged you in this video, you need to get back to them right away. And you need to tell them, I am ready to go ahead and get started. And I just see a message over here that April orders for the GLP-X are being fulfilled. So don't hesitate, don't wait, get them in now because you want to be a part of what we're doing. We are a 3-part system. We have the coaching in the community. We have a food plan we give you if you want it, but not everybody needs those guidance. I will tell you, I didn't have a whole lot of background of what I should be putting into my body. And so I have learned through this program and I've made choices that have influenced my family, and my kids are now making great choices and have very good healthy habits. And then thirdly, of course, we have our supplements, and our supplements do just put everything together. They're naturally sourced, they're non-GMO, they're gluten-free. We really do want to help you. And so with that being said, we want you to tag the word info or go back to whoever invited you here and go and tell them which option you want to get started with. And, you may be like me. I wasn't really necessarily ready. I watched for a few months and then I jumped in. But when I did jump in, I went ahead and went with one of our bigger bundle options. And that's why I lost that 30 pounds and 22 inches in 3.5 months. And I really believe it's because I addressed everything my body needed. So we do have a few prizes we want to give away. And I have had a few people that have been chatting it up over on Facebook and over here in the chat. So I do want to tell you, last thing, we will help you every step of the way. We'll help you with utilizing the products and having good success. We'll help you if you want to earn a little bit of extra. We are a pay it forward company. We are something where we turn around. You can't just go buy these products off the shelf at your local store. We want you to be referred so that you get the best help, so that you get what you're needing for yourself. And we want to help you. So we have a few little options here. We're going to help you every single step of the way. And so I would like to do a few giveaways, but while I'm pulling up those names, Jana, would you like, I'm going to put this back for you guys to take a look at so you can see some of these options. What do you have anything you would like to add?
Well, would you go ahead? Do we still have that next screen? Let's talk about
Yes.
the different options that you can join. Y'all, I actually enrolled with Melissa. We worked in banking for years, and we don't want to keep you a long time because we're gonna have to reuse this video over and over. And you're like, oh my gosh, we want to go in order, right? But y'all, we had lots of conversations, asked lots of questions, and then I ordered less than what I needed, and I didn't start it for 2 months. It was the things that I fell in love with later that I learned about when I got on the customer page. When I got an email from the company, I was like, oh my gosh, that's actually my problem. And a lot of them are things that Lorraine takes religiously. Those were the things that made such a big, huge difference for me. And so I never had a plan to be a partner. And my thing, and I said earlier, your story can be the key. The only way that thousands and thousands of people are here is we started sharing our stories. And because of that, not only do people like Lorraine have access to this because she was able to get word from a friend that this exists, but she's gotten paid some for that. And I've paid off some credit cards. And we're not a big box store. I'm a girl that's ready to go take her pants off and watch TV some. I mean, and put her pajama pants on. Let's be clear. Okay, it's not that kind of show. But like we're just regular people that are making a big impact in people's lives versus whoever's on the other end of the Amazon stuff or the Walmart stuff or whatever. And so you may be a lot like me, and I was in banking for 29 years. So at least 80% of you are needing income. If this is going as crazy as it has been, there are states that have 20 customers. I mean, they don't even have a partner telling anyone about this. So it really is a huge opportunity. And if you think about all the stats in America and you think about what this does, and hopefully you've kind of dropped, oh my gosh, what they were talking about, I've got that wrong with me. And oh, I wish I could say what Lorraine said and what Lindsay said. And like somebody needs to know about this. And what if when you told them you got daily pay so you could pay for your products or get your hair colored without having to worry about the money or pay off a credit card before the phone rings asking for it to be paid again. And so you want to also consider, do I want to come in as a customer, wholesale pricing, or do I want to spend $49.95, which is all it costs to be a partner and get daily pay, $49.95. So it's a no-brainer when that's all it takes in a year is less than $50. And I'm trying to think, my cups are much less than $50, but some people are paying more than $50 for a cup that if you drop the handle falls off of, I would probably grab the $49.95 option and tell my friends. Okay, so we're so excited that you've joined. We're going to wrap this up. We're so excited for you. And again, drop info if you've been on the Zoom. Hopefully somebody you've already tagged somebody or you're already texting on the side and saying, okay, I need this stuff. This is the one I want. And I will also say thank you so much for tuning in. Hello and goodbye to the On My Way community. And we look forward to having a lot of success for y'all.
Yep.
Have a great
And
rest of
here,
your week.
Jan, I'm going to announce the winners.
Oh,
real
the
quick, Jana.
prizes. See, I was trying
Okay,
not to
we
mess
have-
up Facebook and
we
have the
have-
back noise.
That's all right. We have 2 winners tonight from just participation. And of course, if you're tuning in and watching this as a replay, watch our other videos on here live because you might win something. Kylie Merritt and Jacqueline Putman, you are our 2 winners for this evening. So make sure you reach back out to me or Jana, get us your address. We have prizes in the mail. We are going to stick to you so that you can have even more of an experience with our products. So thank you guys for being on with us tonight.
Sounds great. Thank you.